See, the thing is, last time when we were talking about pay-to-win skins, a lot of experts in the TikTok section said, no, there is no pay-to-win skins. Pay-to-win skins don't exist. Like, broski, if pay-to-win skins don't exist, why is there an official list of skins that are banned in the pro scene? That pros cannot play them? Surely not because they're pay-to-win. Surely not because they give you the advantage, you know? But hey, I digress. Let's see what Nicolai has to say. The video called Why Riot Games Bans Pro Players from Using Skins. Or just pay-to-win skins, you know? Let's see.
Is League of Legends actually pay to win?
Maybe.
No, but kind of. Sometimes. Some skins, which cost money, actually give you an unintentional advantage over using the base skin.
I mean, that is Project Ash. Also, Project Ash's dub, which is her volley, also gives you the pay-to-win advantage because on the last frames, it doesn't register, but hitbox is still here, you know? But let's just check this again. Pay-to-win. Project Ash's arrow has a visually smaller hitbox. Surely this will not connect, right? It's not like it's a pay-to-win skin, chat, you know?
Actually give you an unintentional advantage over using the base skin.
That went past me, then turned around and hit me. Sure.
On the flip side, some skins have been known to give you a disadvantage.
Well, yeah. See, the thing is, the existence of pay-to-win skins imply that they are better, but there are also pay-to-lose skins. Which are the pay-to-lose skins? I'm pretty sure there's a Vagar skin, which clearly indicates that his Meteor's area. Like, straight up, this just gives everything away.
Riot Games, the developers of the game, have created a secret list of these skins that they deem to be unfair in professional matches.
But remember, chat, pay-to-win skins don't exist.
And specify that pro players can't use them. But there's no one stopping you from playing them in solo queue. Today we'll be taking a look at some of the more interesting cases where skins either provided disadvantages or strange advantages.
What am I looking at? Is that SpongeBob in Summoner's Rift? Hello?
But you know what's not pay to win? Professor, the sponsor of today's video.
Nice.
Professor is a companion app for League of Legends designed to help you play better. The app provides you with everything you need to get one step closer to achieving your ranked goals.
My ranked goals? Hold up. Let's check my ranked goals. Let's check my ranked goals. I'm exactly where I want to be. Maybe even a bit too good for my own sake, you know?
From automatically importing the best runes and builds for your champion, an in-game overlay letting you know how your performance is going and where you may need to improve, to jungle timers on the map letting you know exactly when both camps and inhibitors will respawn.
Okay, when it comes down to Professor, only this is busted. This is straight up broken because you can check the jungle objectives. And I'm saying that as a jungler main right now. As a support, I don't think you give a fuck about that, you know?
Among a variety of other features like the enemy spell tracker. See an enemy flash, click the flash icon, and now you have a more or less accurate time frame of when they'll have it back. And because people often wonder, yes, Professor is completely safe to use and complies with Riot's terms. So if you're ready to start improving your future games, click the link in the description and download Professor for free today.
Also, Professor could sponsor me, I'm just saying.
When League released in 2009, most free-to-play games were entirely pay-to-win. Riot would then pioneer the act of only selling cosmetic skins.
So we decided early on that we wouldn't sell power. We didn't want the person with the most money to win the game. People said, oh man, we're giving up assuredly making $100 million on this game in order to try this experiment where we don't know how much we'll make.
Obviously today, every single game is powered by skins and not pay-to-win
Like, bro, this Fortnite event, I've never seen anything more ghetto than Goku running around with fucking assault rifle. Tell me what you want about Fortnite, but that's fucking badass.
mechanics. But first, I mentioned that Riot made a list of skins that pro players can't use, which is true. However, they do not make this list public, likely due to the fact that players like you and I could go out of our way to take advantage of it. Thankfully though, an ex-coach from the Brazilian league confirmed the existence of such a list and pretty much broke down all the skins which are prohibited. I'll have the list passing on the screen right now, but know that they're not all equal.
Also, keep in mind that this is not a full list, by the way. Holy shit.
Example, Steel Legion Lux is banned because her abilities all look too similar and her ult's range is visually misleading. But Elementalist Lux is restricted due to the effects being too demanding on the game. Elementalist Lux is technically 10 different skin models all in one. And although you can only use one at a time, to create a seamless transition, the game loads all 10 versions in the background.
So what's the problem in here?
Essentially, in a 5v5 game, the game will process 19 different champion models instead of 10.
And don't tell me that Riot has potato PCs and they cannot handle this.
Simply, they don't want to deal with the potential technical difficulties. And then the rest of the skins all come down to either visual or audio issues.
Okay.
Ironically, 3 of the most expensive skins in the game are all on this list.
But yeah, how old is this video? Hold on, give me a second. This video is 9 months old. Yes, I'm pretty sure 9 months ago we didn't have that $200 skins. Just saying.
Due to their abilities being too difficult to see. Then finally on this esports list, it includes all skins that are technically impossible to obtain, like King Rammus and Black Alistar. All of those skins are prohibited as most players would likely never have had the opportunity to play against said skins and it'd be very unfamiliar.
But I mean, when it comes down to these skins, Black Alistar, King Rammus, Judgment Kale, Unmasked Kale, Rusty Blitzcrank, it's just a base model with a bit of a different color, maybe not even a different color sometimes. So, you know, I wouldn't go as far as to say that these skins are so much different than a base default skin on the champion, you know?
This list was presented in 2020, so there are likely newly released skins that Riot prohibits from being used that we're not aware of. For example, the Sea Dog Yasuo skin released last year has similar problems to Project Ash. Particles that blend in with the map and a visually smaller hitbox on their main ability. However,
yeah, also there's another skin, the water one, the Dark Waters Vlad, I believe, which straight up changes how your ultimate looks, because when you cast your ultimate as a Vlad, it stays on the ground, and it's a red big circle, you know? With Vlad's, there's just a blue explosion that disappears in the span of 5 frames. So best of luck seeing that when you're fighting in the river, just saying.
However, some skins provide some unconventional advantages. I only recently learned about this, but Dragon Trainer Heimerdinger is prohibited from professional play.
Why?
Due to his Control 2 animation.
What?
Here, a segment of his skin gets very close to the camera before completing the animation. However, if you just spam the command, it looks like what you're seeing on screen. Annoying, distracting, and could technically trigger some sort of epilepsy episode.
Bro, I need the skin. Imagine winning against your lane opponent because you cause an epilepsy. I'm not saying it's a pay-to-win skin, but if there are advantages, I'm just saying it would be wise to use those advantages, you know? Just saying.
The craziest part is that despite this being discussed online since the release of his skin in 2018, the animation was never changed. And this feature can be all yours for the low price of 1820 RP.
Nice.
I'm kidding. Don't do this. It's pretty lame.
Do it. I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying.
And among others, there's skins that were so pay to win that Riot had to eventually change them. Famously, the zombie brand skin does a quirky zombie walk when it's approaching an enemy. However, for a while it was doing this animation even if the enemy was in a bush and you didn't have vision of said enemy. This is obviously giving you information you shouldn't have, and Riot eventually fixed it.
Okay, so basically they gave brand Tryndamere dub. I'm pretty sure, yeah, dub. The shout where you can reveal your enemies close by, you know? Nice.
I do want to say, these are always interesting facts, but these benefits are very small in the grand scheme of things. If you're losing more games than you win, it's probably not because of overpowered skins. But if you care about these tiny differences, what about the counterpart? Skins that are pay to lose. This can be things like Omega Squad Veigar's W.
Oh yeah, that's the one, because it straight up gives you the circle.
Which gives you an exact indicator of where not to stand or you'll take damage. Thematically this makes sense for the skin, but compared to the regular W, it gives away a bit too much information. Yep. And sometimes the skin effects can be visually confusing to the actual player.
What the? I got.
this is pay to lose skin.
I fucking remember this one.
Bro, I literally got scared. That's so cringe.
Just recently, Riot received some negative feedback regarding a new Aurelia skin priced at 1820 RP. With a high price, you'd expect the highest quality. And they did deliver, but the issue came with players noticing the auto attack animations are a bit out of sync and can cause you to accidentally cancel your auto attacks. The user PlayStation on Reddit made a post breaking everything down and even provided a side-by-side example. Surprisingly, a Riot employee did respond in the comments. First off, thank you all for raising this issue and contextualizing the impact it's having on your games. While our intention was to ensure Aurelia's auto attacks and VFX for this legendary skin would not be disruptive to gameplay, it's clear that we missed and are prioritizing this as a must-fix issue. Please know we are actively working to correct this and will look to push a fix for this issue ASAP. Now,
see, this is how you deal with the problem that you caused. That was a dub by Riot by actually approaching like that, you know? Because knowing Riot's past shenanigans, past controversies, what they could have said is just, you know, guys, just go to your options and disable the high definition quality, you know, just type card assault, you know?
Now, I don't play Aurelia and I don't think the changes were listed in a patch note, so I'm not sure if the changes were made yet. But they seem pretty certain about fixing that issue. And you know, it's not the first time Riot makes changes due to the opinion of a popular Reddit post. Just a month ago, the Reddit user SkankHunt25 made a post titled "Pay to Win ward skins are annoying." I think there should be a universal ward outline when sweeping, and included a clip of how he thought Heimerdinger was a ward when sweeping, but in fact, it was Heimerdinger.
That was a fucking good Jimmy. Look at it, pay close attention. Tell me that's not a ward. Bro, I fucking dare you, tell me that's not a ward.
Was a ward when sweeping, but in fact, it was Heimerdinger.
A wise choice.
And this is an easy mistake to make, as some wards are oddly shaped and can resemble smaller champions. But literally a month later, Riot completely fixed this problem. Now wards and control wards come up with a unique colored outline.
Okay, but who was in the first version? Is that a small Twitch? Is that a small range minion? Is that a small Annie? What am I looking at? What is that?
And control wards come up with a unique
That's a ward. No, that's a ward.
colored outline. This applies to champion traps
Okay, traps, obvious.
as well. And honestly, this is unironically one of the better changes made in the game in the past couple of years. In conclusion, however, no skin is supposed to be pay to win or pay to lose, but accidents happen. Though unlike that Aurelia skin, there are clunky skins that never got fixed. Although the issues are minor, they're technically small nerfs to your character. Regardless, let me know of any skins that I should have mentioned but didn't, and thank you as always for watching. Take care.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some skins he didn't mention, and let's see those, you know? Let's see those. 20 skins that buff your champion, pay to win, question mark.
Since Exiex relies on finding isolated targets on normal skin, for example, it's harder to see an isolated target. Meanwhile, on mecha skin the circle is more noticeable. On this skin the hooks are harder to see.
Oh yeah, Eye Blue Crank. Perfect example for pay to win skin. Tell me that's exactly the same Q animation and you would have the exactly same time reacting to it.
You can see the difference between skins. Visual effects on this Q are much harder to see in game. On this skin,
And they're fucking faster, bro. Look again.
on this skin the hooks are harder
Bro, good luck touching that.
to see. You can see the difference between skins.
Goes faster, yeah.
Visual effects on this Q are much harder to see in game. On this skin her auto attack animation and her Q animation are really similar, which can confuse players. Also both her Q and D animations are slightly transparent and can be harder to see. In this skin his ultimate and other abilities are much harder to see, which makes it much harder to dodge. You can see
I mean, if you're playing with the low contrast settings, sure. But I say that's a bit of a stretch, no?
the difference between skins. In this skin her arrow is harder to see, but it's also a lot smaller than the hitbox of the ability, which makes it harder to dodge. On this skin her Q is much harder to notice, but also travel speed seems much slower than her other skins.
Well, I mean, Elementalist, let's already discuss that. It's straight up a pay-to-win skin.
Same problem is with Hurry and Ultimate as well, where they are hard to see. On this skin her root is harder to see and it seems a bit smaller, which makes it much harder to dodge. On this skin his Q animation it's much thinner and it looks like it goes further than on the base skin. You can see the difference between Classic Jace and Forsaken Jace.
It is smaller, yeah. It is really way smaller because keep in mind, look at the explosion in here. That's the area of effect that hits you, that deals damage. In here, bro, it's way smaller.
On this skin there is an indicator which tells you that your W is fully developed. For example, on base Bard skin there is no indicator for time it takes to proc full heal, meanwhile on Snow Day Bard you can clearly see when W is fully developed.
What do you mean? But like, there is a difference on default skin, no? Or you're telling because default skin is a bit more complicated? The mug, yeah. On the Snow Day Bard you're getting the mug and then chocolate and everything. I mean, sure, it has a clear visual difference. Maybe he's talking about the difference between developing one and the fully developed one in comparison to the default skin of Bard, where it's the yellow thing coming up and then coming a bit larger.
When you are keeping track of Diana's passive on classic skin, when she has third auto attack she glows, but on her infernal skin she is already glowing, so it makes it harder to track to notice. The Q on this skin appears to be much smaller than the other skins, which makes it harder to dodge and leads to unexpected knockups. On this skin it's really hard to see her spells because her abilities blend in with Summoner's Rift.
Also keep in mind, this Syndra, Justicar Syndra, is straight up on the list of the skins that are banned in the pro scene.
You can see that on classic skin it's much easier to see her Q, meanwhile on Justicar skin is much harder to see. On this skin his Q has an extra large hitbox size while the particle is very small at same moment.
Well, this is known as Nautilus Q effect, you know? My guy is hitting you on one side of the map, you're getting fucked on the other side of the map.
Hitbox is wider than what the particle shows. Her auto attack animations are much smoother, which makes last hitting much easier compared to a regular skin, and her abilities are darker, which makes it difficult for opponent to dodge. This skin is perfect for Baron and Dragon fights because it matches with river color.
Yeah, on the same color scheme, look, Dark Waters lad, same story.
It's very difficult to see his ultimate because
There it is. That's straight up, there it is.
It's very difficult to see his ultimate because it blends very easily with terrain.
And imagine, you need to pay attention to these 5 frames in the middle of team fight in the Baron pit, where everything is water. You straight up don't see this ultimate. But hey, pay to win skins don't exist, I'm just saying.
Similar to a Nivea skin, it's great for fight around Baron and Dragon. On her Q the particle is same as the empowered version with Inception, that is minorly bigger in size. The particle on her Q is much more narrow than it seems. On this Gragas skin his ultimate becomes practically invisible because it blends in with terrain of Summoner's Rift and it's harder to notice. On this Shin skin his abilities are harder to see since they blend really well with Summoner's Rift terrain, they are harder to hear as well. As you can see his ultimate is really hard to spot compared to his other skins. Her ultimate has particle effects same as color of her charm, which leads to players using flash before Ahri actually cast her E.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure there are even more skins than that. Anyway, and that's the video.